What's up, Brandon? How you doing?
What's up, buddy? All good, all good. Thank you for the invitation.
Nah, thank you so much for doing this. Thanks for coming on, being so nice to me when we met at the ballpark. That was really, really so nice of you. So thank you. I wanted to appreciate that.
No, no, don't worry about it, bro.
And you're coming off a huge series for you. Big three-run jack yesterday. We love that. We love that for us.
Yeah, hey, the boys are getting on base, so that's giving me
Yep.
an opportunity to do damage.
How did that one feel coming off the bat?
Amazing. I knew I got a good amount of the baseball, but I didn't know if I was hooking it foul or it was gonna stay straight. So I just stood at the plate a little bit and then I ran.
You're feeling that rhythm recently. I see it. I see it.
Yeah, yeah, the adjustments are coming along. So,
I like that. Coaching staff been helping you?
oh yeah, Pops, great, Lou, Cody, all of them
For
picking up
sure.
their brains, talking to George Blatty too.
I actually wanted to talk to you about getting the mentorship from some of the more veteran players on the team, and specifically All-Star catcher Alejandro Kirk. He's a big time part of this court,
Yeah,
and
he is.
he's also Mexican. He's plays the same position as you. He's so much to help on. Like, has he helped you a ton? And what does he tell you? Do you guys talk about like how you adjust to the plate, different pitchers, any of that?
Well, it's a little bit tougher right now because he's on the IL and he's been down in Florida for most of the time that I've been up here. But during spring training, he was there. We were sharing a lot of time. We had a couple of good conversations, and one of them being about, you know, there's some big names in the locker room: Gosman, Cease, Max, some a Hall of Famer. So he was just trying to like, calm me down and just basically tell me they're human. At the end of the day, they go through the same slumps as you all. They go through the same troubles of life. So treat them the same way you would to a different kind of person. So yeah, that one stuck with me for a little bit.
For sure, that's big. Yeah, that really helps.
Yeah,
You mentioned how he's down in Florida because he's injured, and him being injured, obviously, it's awful. It's terrible, but it
yeah.
opened up a big time opportunity for you. And Toronto's loving what we're seeing. You're a high quality defensive catcher, got power from both sides of the plate. I said elite arm, strong framing abilities. It's been an encouraging start to the season. Encouraging start to the 2026 season. But how would you rate this start to your season so far, and where do you want to improve from here?
Rated. It was a low start for sure. Uh, Behind the plays being amazing. Uh, I'm just trying to keep doing what I'm doing on the defensive side of the ball. On the offensive side of the ball, I just what I'm doing right now. I want to stay consistent with that, and we'll see where the baseball take us.
Yeah, consistency is key. Every
Yeah.
baseball specifically, being consistent is the hardest part of the job.
Yep.
And defensively as a catcher too, catching is one of the toughest jobs in baseball. What would you say, by the way, is one of the like more underrated aspects to catching that people don't realize how difficult it is?
Yeah. Well, people know a lot about throwing the runners out, blocking, the receiving, and all of that. But the one thing we don't talk about enough is controlling our pitchers, my emotions and his emotions. I think that's very important because if you get an emotional guy on the mound, everyone's gonna notice that something's going on, and it's gonna be tough to like turn it around once he shows that. So yeah, that's the most critical part of the game, basically.
Like going out for mound visits and all that? Or
Yeah, sometimes you don't even need him. He's just like, hey, just breathe a little bit, or like calm yourself down, or like I'm amp him up too. Like, cause some guys are like slow starters, and like, hey, let's go, let get it going, stuff like that.
have you ever dared to go to Max when he was on the mound for a mound visit?
I
You
did the
had the
first
guts for
outing. I
that
caught
one?
him. I did. I remember. I looked in the dugout. I didn't feel like we needed him on base because he was calm. I was calm. I looked into the dugout and they told me go talk to him. And I looked at the bullpen. We're getting somebody hot. So I got up, started walking. I'm like, oh my god, what do I say right now? I don't want to get screamed at and humiliated in front of everyone. But yeah, he was super understanding of like the situation and what was going on. Professional at his best. So yeah,
Yeah, Max is amazing. He's
yeah,
amazing.
he is
We love him
one
here
of
in
a
Toronto.
kind.
Yeah. I want to ask you about the new ABS system, and the new system allows you to challenge balls and strikes, and as a fan personally, I love it. I think it adds excitement to the game. Player challenges, the crowd goes crazy. If the home team wins it, it's exciting. But specifically like as a catcher, what would you say your perspective on the ABS challenge system has been so far.
I mean, yeah, there's no denying that ABS has been a success so far. Um, my take on that is I like it as a baseball fan. I like it because, like you said, it brings emotions to the situation that shouldn't be emotional at all. And yeah, it changes the game. Like one call can change the game. So I like it because of that. But me as a catcher, it's getting my value lower because whatever if I get a good framing report, the batter can still challenge and reverse the call. So basically, my job is getting old. So I don't like that side of the ABS. But as a fan, I love it.
I was actually about to ask you about this because I was talking about this with a friend recently, and he was telling me that he thinks that the ABS, like the system, it should be on every pitch, that it's automated if it's a strike or a ball. And I told him it's ridiculous because it would eliminate the whole usage of a framing catcher and how big of a skill set that is for a catcher. He told me he thinks it's not so needed because catchers are there for other things, like you said, calling the game and blocking pitches. But I totally disagree. I think framing is such an important aspect of a catcher, and you can't get rid of that. Do you agree with me? What do you think?
Uh, I do because, like I say, it's my job. So basically, if we put in the ABS the whole time, and the robo umpires are, I think, uh, I might lose my job. Simple as that. And
Right.
also, you seen it. There's some teams that are calling the pitches from the dugout now, so they're making the catcher thing less. And if the robo arm comes into baseball, I think that's the future of the game. Calling the games from the dugout and getting a probably they're gonna try to get a slugger behind the plate, one of those guys that don't move too well, but they can squat down.
Brandon, you're
So
not losing your job, I can promise you.
I wish.
You're good, Brandon. We love you here.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
By the way, did you always want to be a catcher, or was this something like you developed later in your game?
No, I've been a catcher my whole life. When I was growing up, I was probably 7. I was the youngest in my team, so every position was taken. They told me, you can catch or you can sit on the bench. I'm a catcher. And I started when I was 7, and I've been a catcher my whole life.
Was there a catcher you modeled your game after, someone you loved, a favorite player?
Yeah, so my older brother is 10 years older than me. So he was watching baseball and playing baseball already. So I was sitting next to him, just watching the games. And I remember 2007 to 2009, Yankees Red Sox rivalry was so peak. So I watched a lot of Jorge Posada and Jason Varitek growing up.
Right, I get that. So you modeled a little bit of your game after him.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Jay's pitching staff, though, we're going to talk about that for a second because we've had some injuries, and Savage is returning. That's exciting.
Yeah.
He just returned, and he's going to get back to full strength soon. We know it. But is there like a specific pitcher that you have the best chemistry with, someone you love catching for? You know you're in sync at all times.
Yeah. Yeah, Savage is one of them. Um, CS is disgusting. I love catching him. He's like it's mind blowing when you're catching and not hitting. It's a whole different situation. It's amazing. The one dude that I feel like I have a lot of chemistry with is Shane Bieber.
Yep.
So we got traded almost at the same time last year. He was rehabbing when he got traded, so I met him down in Buffalo before
Yep.
it came up. So yeah, that was the initial of conversations. I just got traded. He goes, "Oh, me too," and started like that. But yeah, he's a great dude, great teammate.
I love Shane. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
incredible person. He brought me to Cleveland when he was with the Guardians. He
yeah,
brought me out. He brought me on the field. Got to meet him. It was so awesome. He's
yeah,
incredible. Yeah, he's on my show. He's amazing.
yeah, bro. I got nothing but good things to say about him.
Yeah, he's awesome. Okay, so going back to your hitting for a second. I mentioned earlier that you're a switch hitter. You very valuable. Like, how did you realize this? Like when you were younger, you were just like hitting and you were like, dang, I can do both sides. And how do you try to stay effective on both sides?
Yeah, funny story. I'm gonna go back to my brother again. He's older than me, so he was playing professional baseball when I was 8 in
Yep.
Mexico. So through one season, he didn't play much. He went back home. I'm like, so how was it? He was mad. He goes, I didn't play much. They had a switch hitter and shortstop playing in front of me. I'm like, what is it? I didn't know what it was at the time. He goes, something that you're gonna be like soon. I'm like, what do you mean?
No
So
way.
basically, long story short, my brother was mad at some other dude for being a switch hitter, so he made me a switch hitter so that I could play more. And we started. doing that when I was 8, but I didn't at first I didn't like it because I couldn't hit the ball hard from the left side
Right.
because I was a kid. Uh, and yeah, like 3, 4 years later, I was hitting it hard again from the left side. So I said, why not?
That's amazing. That's
Yeah,
amazing. My little brother actually, I made him into a switch hitter also. I'm not a switch hitter, but I made him into a switch hitter. He hits from both sides also, so he loves he's better lefty actually. So,
yeah. Some people are gifted like that.
yeah. Do you think like who do you think is the best switch hitter in baseball? Is there someone that you notice that you're like, dang, this guy's better from one side than the other?
I mean, right now,
Yeah.
Jose Ramirez is like no doubt one
Yeah.
of the best receivers baseball have ever seen.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Do you think he's better left-handed, right-handed, or you think he's like both pretty much the
Bro,
same,
equally
equally
nasty.
dangerous?
Yeah, equally dangerous. We faced him like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, he was like in the meetings. We were like, if you face him righty, be careful with this area. If you're facing lefty, be careful with this area. Like, good luck. Basically, that's what they were telling us. Good luck getting him out.
It's really crazy because it's both dynamics. You do it as well.
Yeah,
You got to be able to have it on both sides.
yeah,
It's double the work. Okay,
yeah.
everyone talks about the Jays culture, right? And how the clubhouse is so lively,
Uh-huh.
everyone's so tight. Everyone's it's like a family. And even players who weren't a part of the group last year, like since they joined, they feel the togetherness immediately. I want to hear your perspective on this club, like joining since you've joined this club. What's it like behind the scenes, the brotherhood? Just how's it like with the boys in the locker room?
Yeah, you just said it's a brotherhood. Everyone is pushing for each other. Everyone grinding together. It's not like one guy is over there not doing nothing. Nah, we're picking up each other. If it's something that we don't like, we're gonna go tell them. Uh, we have each other's back. It's nice, super nice.
Is there like one guy who specifically stands out? Like he's the talkative guy, like the guy that always like the one stupid guy that everyone picks on. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Like in a loving way.
yeah, I get it, but I don't think we have one. I guess I don't know. Like each day is a different guy.
Yeah. That's the best. That's the best.
Yeah,
It's a little rotation.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Last question, Brandon.
Hmm.
You mentioned throwing out runners and stolen bases are really becoming a bigger part of the game now again. And there's some crazy fast players who can swipe a bag, feels like whenever they want. But for you as a catcher, like what are the little details that you're thinking about, like right before a pitch when you have that feeling when the runner's about to go? Like is it timing, arm strength, the pitch type? Like what do you think makes the biggest difference when it comes to throwing a guy out?
Uh, it's definitely more of a feel thing. It's like you understand the game, you understand the situation, the game, the scoreboard, what's the scoreboard telling me, uh, and just knowing the runners, the other lineup. The guy on the plate knows how to hit and run? Can he control the bat enough to like put a good swing on a hit and run, basically? Uh, more than anything, the feel, like knowing when the runner might try to create something and just be prepared for that and shit a little bit.
Right. Right. By the way, what's a better feeling? Like throwing a runner out at second or picking him off of first?
Back picking them. Yeah, definitely.
It's such a good feeling,
Yeah,
no?
it
You,
is.
you
Especially
feel
from the knees. Oof. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Brandon, thank you so much for doing this, taking the time, coming on my show. I really appreciate it. It was an honor to speak some baseball with you. Thank you for
Nice. An honor to be on the show. Thank you so much, brother.